Got the webcam on. Okay, well, welcome, councillors. And I'd just like to call on Kirsty to do karakia, please. Kirsty.
E te atua kaharawa kia tata mai koe kia mātou I tēnei rā. Manaki te a mātou mahi katoa I rungi te ingoa o te matua o te tama o te wairua tapu. Ake ake, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Kirsty. Okay, we'll call for apologies, and I think we've got two listed apologies. One from Mayor and one from Councillor Kriskowski. So could I have a mover and a seconder, please? Thanks, Councillor Cousins. Councillor Williamson, thank you. All in favour? Aye. Carried. So any conflict of interest on any of the items on the agenda today, councillors? There'll be no conflict of interest, so we'll move on to item 1, which is the confirmation of the ordinary council meeting of the 24th of March. Any comments on those meetings? Councillor Williamson.
Through the chair, thank you.
Comments on those meetings? Councillor Williamson.
Through the chair, thank you.
Comments on those meetings? Councillor.
The rest of the world here.
Okay, try again. Councillor Williamson.
Through the chair, thank you. Just on page bar 1 bar 3, just regarding the meeting we had with the Trewavas had with the Taupo District Student Council, which was done last month. For one reason or another, we haven't had a chance to meet with Tahara College. I think we'll all agree we're still proposing to do that. That's very, very near future. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Councillor.
At the moment, we're just looking at the council meetings minutes, none of the others.
No, just the council meetings, item 1. Yeah. So if there's no further comments, we've got a mover and a seconder, please. These are a true and correct record. Councillor Stewart, Councillor Bob. All in favour? Aye. Carried. Yeah, it was on. Yeah. Can you? The blinds. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll move on to item 2, which is the minutes of the Taupo Airport Authority, the Mangakino-Pouakani Representative Group, and Turangi-Tongariro Community Board meetings. So we'll take all those as a block of minutes of those meetings. And that takes us up to 2 bar 13.
Well, Mr. Chairman, if you just move those minutes in bulk.
Yes.
Matters arising.
We're not there yet, are we?
We're not there yet, Councillor Boddy.
We're still item 2, are we?
Item 2, yes.
2 bar 7, just receipt of notes, and number 6. Just noting I was on a working party dealing with the Kaunihera consultative group. I don't have any recollection of being involved in that.
Item 6. Item 6.
Yeah. September last year.
Yeah. Okay. So would you like that amending, Councillor Williams?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Item number 6.
Councillor Williams.
Page 2 bar 7.
Okay. Any further comments?
Chairman, on 2 bar 1 Airport Authority, I refer to the General Manager's report right at the bottom. The rental holiday for Action World until the end of their lease. Is that because they are in arrears the moment, or can they not pay to the end of that period? And secondly, the airport authority will make the decision on the caravan association taking that area over. I would question that. So why are we giving them a lease holiday, a rental holiday?
The Action World is currently on the market, and should they not be successful in selling it, then the airport will be taking over the site. The Caravan Association has indicated an interest in also renting that particular site from the airport should it become available.
I appreciate, Mr. Chairman, that it's on the market, but we're giving them a rental holiday. Have I got it wrong?
Yes, we are giving them that rental holiday whilst we work with them to hopefully free up the site. We don't see the Action World as being a viable business, and also it's not proving a positive as far as that particular area of the airport is concerned. We believe we can get a more sustainable income stream without any financial impact by letting it to the Motor Caravan Association.
Thank you.
Sorry, and
Councillor Pollock.
through the chair, just to add to that, they had 3 months left on their lease, and they wanted a rental holiday for those 3 months. But it was decided by the committee that perhaps we give it until Easter, and that they leave their lease earlier as well.
So through you, Mr. Chairman, what have they done? Wouldn't they just become a creditor to the airport authority?
They are currently a creditor, but we are working with them to overcome what is not a good situation.
Thank you.
Okay. Any further questions or comments on those minutes? If not, would somebody like to move them? Thank you, Councillor Stewart. Seconded. Councillor Pollock, thank you. All in favour? Carried. Item 3, the Chief Executive Officer's report for April.
Thank you, through the chair. Basically take the item as read. I would just like to point towards the financial performance figures, which look quite positive for forecasts towards the end of the year. And also under the emerging issues or risks, this was a period of reporting where we obviously had a by-election in Northland, and therefore potential legislative change from central government in our space, particularly with reference to the Resource Management Act, may have been slowed. So hopefully the staff that we have working in that space will have time to take a bit of a breather and focus on some other stuff around what we do. Other than that, we've got I mentioned we do have some significant pressures in the 2 regional spatial planning exercises that we're undertaking. So that work is ongoing, and no doubt there will be some debate in that space sometime soon, so keep an eye out for that. Happy to take questions.
So Rob, do you think that the actual credits will carry through to the end of the financial year?
Yes.
Thank you. So, councillors, would you like to go through the attachment 1? If there's no further questions on the actual report.
Are we talking through into 3, going through the finances and all of that?
That's correct, Councillor Potty.
So you're going to work, Mr. Chairman, page by page on the...
Yeah, I'd prefer to, yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll just 3 bar 3, if there's any comments. 3 bar 4. We'll just go through, we'll just turn the pages, please. If there's any...
3 bar 5, Mr. Chairman, that would be a targeted rate to do with Mangakino's water.
Get the volume of stormwater. Sorry, which item are we talking about?
one you're talking about?
Bar 5 at the top, the stormwater.
I don't believe that's a district-wide. Sorry, that's targeted rate. District-wide rate.
Okay. 3 bar 6. 3 bar 7. 3 bar 8. 9.
Just in 3 bar 9 on ongoing, it mentions the release of bike trail video guide. Was that funded by Destination or Bike Taupo?
I don't have the answer to that, I'm afraid. I've seen a number of bike videos by Destination Great Lake Taupo.
I know that there's funding from Destination Great Lake Taupo that has gone into that. I can't guarantee whether there's funding also gone to that from Bike Taupo, but I can give you that answer.
Thank you.
Through the chair.
Councillor Williamson.
3 bar 8, just with regard to the museum, keep on asking the question, being the observer on the Friends Museum Committee. So I see it's gone from orange to a green dot. Does that mean there's been any more significant developments in the...
Gareth?
Sorry, Gareth.
No, that's fine. I'm struggling to understand what's gone to green. It should have stayed orange as it was, which is that it's the same status update as last time, that we're still in discussions with Te Puto.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. 3 bar 10. 11. 12.
3 bar 13, Mr. Chairman. In regards to the highlights, the annual resale programs have been completed. Were they only started last month, Mr. Lewis?
That was started in January.
Okay. Yeah, just I had down that it started last month from the previous agendas, but it's completely complete.
It is completed. There was one small site that was done last month to see it completed.
And with the drop in fuel prices, the drop of oil, how's that impacted on the price of bitumen? So have we been able to do more?
The price of bitumen was reduced and we were able to achieve closer to our target length.
But no more than?
No more than.
Okay, thank you.
So, Dennis, just while you're there, the 4 serious crashes, is that just relating to Taupo, and is the 35 relating to Taupo, or is it the Waikato?
Those crash numbers relate to Taupo District.
Okay, thank you. Okay, 3 bar 14.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question in regards of residential and commercial land sales progressing well. When we were doing the draft plan, the last day of the draft plan we had the bulk one, and then we were given 3 different papers. One was attachment 3, and attachment 3 showed a decline in predicted land sales over the 10 years by $3 million. It says land sales are progressing well, but the indication is we're going to be $3 million short in those returns. Is there any explanation for that?
I'm not sure where we're looking.
That's under the investments, or whereabouts?
It's under investment, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
So in your long-term plan it's decreasing, so there's a whole...
This is, through the Chair, this is reporting on this financial year to date, and in regards to the budget for this particular financial year. So that comment is in respect of that. It is not in respect of the LTP going forward.
Okay. Thank you.
The reason, Mr. Chairman, I raised it is that the long-term plan has shown a decline, which must be in action now. It's not going to suddenly spring into life on the 1st of July this year. Hence the reason I asked the question.
Yeah, well, through the Chair, the long-term plan commences from the 1st of July. for the next 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now we'll move on to the capital expenditure projects. 3/15. Three bar 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
So, Mr Chairman, on 20, the Turangi wastewater treatment plant's been extended now from this month to the end of the year.
That's correct.
Sorry?
That is correct.
Thank you.
I'm having trouble with the mics. Okay, you're satisfied with that, Councillor Body?
Yes.
Okay. So now we go on to attachment 2, 3/21. Councillor Body?
Mr Chairman, on 3/21, I've had a talk with Mr Manhannant, and he's given me an explanation. But the question I raised was note 5 at the bottom. The figures that we've had to date was 25 million. It's gone to 35. I have had an explanation given to me. I'm just wondering whether Mr Manhannant could explain to Council why that's changed by that 10 million.
Sure.
Thank you.
We had 35 million of external debt that was due for repayment in April. We had previously pre-funded 25 of it, and through our CP program we pre-funded another 10. So that was 35 as at the end of March. That pre-funding has rolled out during April, and so our gross debts reduced by 35 and our investments have reduced by 35 during April. But it was just an opportunity a few weeks out from the rollover of debt to lock it in at an attractive rate.
So effectively this time next month there won't be anything there.
Yes, the gross debt at this particular point in time is 155 versus the 190 that is showing on page 3/23, because 35 of that was the pre-funding. And as per the CEO's report, you'll see that our net debt is 72 million versus the 78 million that we budgeted for.
Any further questions, councillors? Councillor Jolens.
Through the Chair, this is a related question. A couple of months back we were advised that there was a report coming from PricewaterhouseCoopers. There were two reports, one was on compliance and one was on our treasury management policy. As we're going into deliberations next week, can you advise when we will see that report, please?
The treasury management policy, we received a paper with suggested changes to our treasury management policy, which we are meeting tomorrow to discuss because of the long-term plan hearings, etc. We got the clock really stopped on it. We're very close to a final version to bring to Council for them to consider. We are looking at whether it's worth having a workshop on it prior to the Council meeting, just to bring everyone up to speed. So it's just a matter of timing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I do have a couple more. Jim, I just raised a question in regards to international equities in our investment
What page, Councillor?
Sorry, 3/22.
Okay.
I notice that this is a fluctuating moving target, but this month compared with last month, our international equity values have dropped by 460,000+. Could I then refer to 3/23 right at the bottom, gross external debt, we can't exceed 250,000. We're now 250%. We're now 243.5. Last month it was 231.9. And then moving on down, gross external debt. It's now 18.5. It was 17.5 last month. We're supposed to have it at 15 or below. Hopefully that will that correct itself by this time next month?
Through the Chair, if we start with the international equities, the reason why that has dropped by 400,000 is that we sold a parcel of ANZ shares. The gross debt, yes, it is over the benchmark, basically because of that 35 million of pre-funding, and it will be within the yardstick going forward.
Mr. Chairman, back in March I asked Mr. Manhannan if I could have an update on our self-fund equity transactions. I was given a copy. I don't believe any of the other councillors were. And I'm just wondering, with the sale of those ANZ shares, whether we could have an update as of today at some stage.
I have copies of those. It's a moving target. For example, we met this morning, and there are 3 share parcels in Australia that we have put sell orders in as at today. It mightn't happen today, it might be tomorrow, etc. But as I say, it's a moving beast as to when the information is collated. But I have copies. I had copies with me, Councillor, at the last council meeting for each member of the council. But you got yours after the meeting because the subject was not raised during the meeting.
Okay.
Through
Councillor Williamson.
Thank you. Just with regard on page 3/23, obviously, just trying to get some understanding, perhaps with my understanding, with the official cash rates and fixed interest rates are quite low. There's obviously, for example, Australian equities, I see have gone from 5% to 4%. It would have been probably, imagine, a more financial person prudent to exit because the shares would be quite at a peak, so good time to exit. So that's the reason why that's been reduced from down to 4%. Or?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's another reason why we put some sale orders in today, because the Australian share market is probably at its highest it's been for quite a long period of time.
Thank you.
Any further questions on page 3/22 and 3/23? Go to 3/24. If not, we'll move on to the financial performance report. Just move through those pages, and there are explanations on page 3/28 of those differences. We'll move through to 3/30 and 31.
Mr. Chairman, just a small matter of figures. I believe in 3/31 the figures down 9 and 10 should actually be 10 and 11.
Just repeat that, Councillor Boddy.
I'm just wondering, when we get to the notes, it goes from one...
Right on the right-hand side?
Right on the right-hand side.
Okay, correct.
There's a couple of new ones as well.
Yep. Okay, thank you. 3/32 and 3/33. Thank you.
Through the Chair, and sorry, just taking back to 3/28, item I, just for this councillor's understanding, what are the changes that have occurred in our insurance policies that have resulted in a greater level of expenditure than budgeted for. Just an understanding would be appreciated, please.
Mr Chair, on reflection, the material damages policy, there was certainly an increase in premiums there. We also had additional premium increases in statutory liability from memory, and I think also from the civil defence costs, just from memory.
So moving forward, Mr Fox, are we expecting any other changes?
Through you, Mr Chair, yes we are. Potentially we'll be looking at a cyber insurance policy in relation to ransomware and the like. That's been considered by all councils at the moment throughout the region in terms of the Bocklass group. And potentially, once again, comes back to our material damages schedule, what changes there are there. That is a moving target every year, fundamentally. So there will be some changes, there always is.
Okay. Are you expecting any materially significant changes in the coming financial year?
Not particularly, no. The cyber insurance policy, for example, would be in the vicinity of a premium of about $5,000 to $7,000.
Thank you.
Thank you. That completes the...
Just one observation. Just want to commend the staff for the positive nature of the figures, especially driving down the cost operating expenditure. Especially, I take note by the number K on page 3/28 with the savings made on the purchasing and coming in the budget. That's very significant, obviously, as well. So, just want to acknowledge the work being done there.
Thank you, Councillor Williamson. So, any further questions? Because that completes the CEO's report to us. And on page 3/2, there's a suggested resolution. So, could I have a mover, please? Thank you, Councillor Williamson. Second it.
I'll second it, Mr Chair.
Councillor Buddy, all in favour?
Aye.
Aye. Carried.